Hey, so let's talk about task 2. So task 2 is always talking about a past experience. So here's a sample prompt. Talk about a great time you had with a friend. The first sentence of the prompt is always going to be the general idea of what you're doing. So task 2 is always talking about a past experience, but the content is always going to be something different. So this one is talking about a great time you had with a friend. Maybe another one is talk about a time that you tried some new food, but it's always a past experience, and you're always going to be using the past tenses and telling a short story about the past. The second sentence, maybe you can talk about a party or something you did together at school. The second sentence is some examples of what you could talk about. And then this last part is very important. What happened and why was it so memorable? So this is like a checklist that you have to do in your answer. You have to say what happened, and then you have to say why it was so memorable. So let's erase this and we can go over some more details. I like task 2 because it's always fun to hear about my students' stories. And if I were you, I would choose something that has really happened to you. And make sure to tell the listener who, what, where, why, how, when. I hope I'm not missing any. Yeah. So we need to go over the past tenses. So for telling stories, we have the simple past. So for example, I could say 2 years ago, and by the way, this is a time expression, and these are important. Expression. I went on a trip with a friend. We have the simple past. We have the past progressive. For example, when we were swimming, we saw a dolphin. When we were swimming. So you have the verb here to be in the past, and then here you have a gerund. And then one last grammar structure I would recommend reviewing for speaking task 2 is the past perfect. I had never seen a dolphin before. So the past perfect, if you remember, is have, or sorry, have in the past, and then past participle of whatever verb you're using. I hope you can see this. So let's just erase this, and then I want to just review some time expressions. So remember, for task 2, you don't have to greet anybody. You don't have to say like the other ones. You don't have to say hi, Susan, or anything like that. You just talk. And you generally get 30 seconds to prepare and 60 seconds to say your answer. So some time expressions. Last year, when, once, then, we went here, and then we went here. After that, and these are going to make your answer richer, so you're telling like a story. You could say something like before, so I'm just going to call these time expressions. But I would really say, like with a CELPIP, fake it till you make it. Just sound confident. And the way to sound confident is to practice a lot beforehand. But if you sound confident, your voice will be more clear for the raters, and they'll be able to understand you better, and you'll get a better mark. And I wouldn't speak very quickly trying to get a lot of details in. Just speak at a very relaxed tone. So I hope this was helpful. This is task 2 again, and I'm going to talk about the rest of the tasks in videos that are coming very soon. So anyways, yeah, let me know if you have any feedback or questions, and I really hope this was useful, and I'll see you next time.